What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so, force refresh. All right, it is 9:25 on Tuesday morning, and I was off on the calendar by 2 weeks. I thought today was election day. The only thing I found is a trait improvement thing and a new featured episode, which I was waiting for considering we just finished up Sunrise. And so that's what's going on with that. It's called Stormbound. What's listing here is a personal log of Caldano, or I'm not a Time Lord. I must say, the one thing I like about Sunrise is the fact that every time the Tholians say the words "talks you thought," they don't say it right because they don't speak any form of language that we do. They speak in clicks and chitters. So when it translates, there's one of them and it comes as the "talks you thought," "talks you that," and it's like way back. It's way back when you had simple text on the Mac, because that's what all our schools had, and you would put words in, and it wasn't a perfect verbalizing thing. So every once in a while, it'll accentuate the wrong places, even in the same word multiple times. Or like when you're getting directions now from Google, sometimes. But anyway, basically he's saying, oh my God, they lured me back here. Apparently their intention was to steal the device. I can't allow them to keep the device, much less use it. He even joked it's probably I guess it's more of an impressive name than quantum phase inhibitor, but also more sinister. So, but if I do manage to get back, how can I keep it from falling into the wrong hands? I've got to hide it somewhere, somewhen maybe. Somewhere and somewhen. So it's like, yeah. He's talking about temporal psychosis. Lately, I've had this horrible premonition that I don't have much time left, and premonitions for time travelers are bad news, since that was something Daniel said. Or maybe just a certain sadness in my eye. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Daniel's to come back in. Yeah. I was like, aren't you supposed to be dead? Oh wait, we screwed with the future enough. You're actually alive, but then you're dead again. Because butterflies. We're dealing with heroes right now, and so he just went back in time like a year and screwed with stuff, and so he's like, you're the butterfly. You're the butterfly. No, there's a lot of butterflies, dude. There's a lot of butterflies. So this is going to go live. Okay, continuing the story of Caldano and the talks you thought in Sunrise, Stormbound will take you across time in an effort to save a civilization from the Tholians and recover a weapon that could upset the balance in the galaxy. What? What? Yeah, it's got more rewards, obviously. We know how featured episodes go. It's just like the Tholians back in time? Why are the Tholians wiping out a civilization? Maybe they're wiping out a civilization. The thing is, the Tholians think so weirdly and so like 9-10 steps ahead. Like the Tholians think so far ahead, it makes the Romulans and the Iconians look crazy. Or look like simpletons. And it's just sort of like, are the Tholians gonna be like, are they trying to lure us somewhere so they can get something else for something else in their future that will lead to something else? Or are they literally just like freaking out that if they destroy this civilization, it'll have a butterfly effect? And like, I don't know what's going on. The Tholians are so, probably why I like them as an enemy. Other than the fact that I have to switch out my weapons just so I can hit them effectively. Cold bullets. I wish the snowballs worked on them, but yeah, that's gonna be fun. You got the winter event here coming soon. They haven't posted anything on that. Anyways, and then the new trait system. A lot of the new traits are just basic traits. There's nothing fun. There's a reduced threat and an increased crit severity one, and a bonus threat and outgoing hull healing. So there's that. Everything else is just basic. All damage for each member of your team, self included. So, and then everything else is like bonus cannon, beam, projectile damage, outgoing shield healing, crit severity, crit chance, flight speed, full impulse. I mean, it's just, they're very basic traits. Nothing like the R&D traits where it's like that's still a basic trait. It's just, it's dependent on your particle generator skill that gives you a crit chance to exotic damage abilities, and it's like, that's kind of weird, that's kind of cool. And then there's 4 more ground traits that are coming in, but that's pistol, rifle, assault weapon damage, and kit module recharge time, which is probably what I'm going to pick up. So that's all that, but they're splitting space and ground personal traits because a lot of people apparently, like I do, focus on one trait over the other, and it's a pain in the butt to switch them out when there's a lot of good ground traits, and I don't keep a lot of ground traits going because I rarely ever do a ground mission. So I have to hyper prioritize my ground one. Kind of effective, but not nearly as effective as I probably could be if I traded out my stats, you know, like with an accuracy or a bonus hit points or bonus damage resistance or anything else. But yeah, or bonus rifle damage. Bruh, that works. But anyways, that's that. There's really not much. They're just going to split the things into 2 panels. I mean, I wish there was more information. I want information on the winter event, which I didn't check to see when it was happening. But then again, they don't tend to update things. I still don't have the thinger from the mirror thing. I don't have that finished yet. I have three more days left on that. I'll be finishing it this week though. But it's just a gun. I was going to be nice to my fleet and like completely pay for a dilithium booster right when that, you know, right when it was supposed to be finished, that we'd all be finishing that, because it's a 5-day break. So that gives, I was going to start it like day 13, like I said, but apparently people are deciding, let's build stuff for the research lab. I don't understand either. Now, I don't, this is a real personal thing, whatnot, but I just got to get this out there because I just got to get it out there. I want to understand why some people in the fleet disobey our fleet leader's orders, and well, they're not orders, they're more or less suggestions, because he can't, I mean, he can punish, but we have the starbase, which still needs to be completed, which is way on its way. It's almost done. And the only experience thing we need left to build is engineering. And then we have the research lab left to finish, but the experience on that is done. We just need to build, technically, the research section, and then the research lab 3. So yeah, the research lab's almost done. The spire has been done for a long time. And every once in a while, I'll just be clicking through and I see our spire, boom, there's projects on there. I mean, I get it, you know, but the thing is people are slotting projects. And these are, you can only be a certain rank to do this. And they're slotting projects and they're dumping fleet marks and duty office, and not even really duty officers, but they're just slotting it. And then it's just like, you're taking up space. And it seems really petty to want to do that, because it's sort of like, well, I can't do anything in the Armada and there's nothing else to do with the fleet. I have to do this now. So I'm just going to slot a project and just leave it there because nobody cares. And I'm like, I get it. Nobody cares. The spire is done. But it's like, well, I don't know. That was my relative complaint. I've seen it been happening for the last year. It was happening on the dilithium mine. Now it's sort of stopped on the dilithium mine because we have like 300 provisions, because that's all you can do is provisions. And it's nice, you know, that I can, you know, replicate about 1,000 provisions, the dilithium mine provisions versus actual like commodity provisions. I can replicate the commodity provisions and I can just dump them in there. But it's like, you're starting projects and not finishing them. Whatever. That's that. It's a thing. There's the upgrade weekend event is going. Like I said, there's not much more. I'm hyper refreshing, but the new featured episode was posted at 8 o'clock this morning. So that's that. Catch you guys later.